The new Mazda CX-5 has been designed to offer families the best of all worlds. The fun of a sports car, believe it or not. The economy of a super mini. The go-anywhere capability of an off-roader. And the practicality of an MPV, which is where we'll start. So come on, follow me to the boot. Now you have to bear with me, this could take a while because there's plenty to talk about. For starters, it's a big boot. There's hardly any load lip. What's really interesting is this parcel shelf. Normally on CarBuyer reviews, I remove them because they get in the way, but as you can see, this one lifts up out of the way, and it actually creates a barrier to stop cold air getting in and chilling your passengers on wintry days. There is actually a see-through panel there, so you can keep your eye on your children in case they're having an argument. So be warned, I'm watching you. And if the argument is quite bad, you can actually separate the children by dividing them with a middle seat. Actually, I should point that out as well because it's really useful that you can lower the seats from the back using these catches, which is nice and handy. Mazdas always have fantastic driving positions, and the CX-5 is no exception. There's lots of adjustment in the driver's seat now, especially for height, as I'll illustrate now. Actually, this is going to take a while, so I'll explain to you that this car comes as standard with dual zone climate control. You've also got Bluetooth for your mobile phone and parking sensors, which is handy on a car of this size. And for an extra 600 quid, you can have TomTom sat-nav fitted, which is reasonable. Now, I think we're finally at the highest position, and I've now got a great view out and still sufficient headroom. At the beginning of this review, I did claim that this car offers the fun of a sports car, and you're probably thinking, Matthew, you're talking absolute rubbish. But not at all. Yes, it might sit up pretty high, but the firm suspension means it goes around corners very well. But the best bit is the controls. They have so much feel to them. The steering, it's sharp and accurate. It's got lots of feedback. The brakes are progressive, and the snickerty 6-speed manual gearbox, that actually feels like it's been lifted straight from the MX-5. If you don't like changing gears yourself, the 6-speed automatic is very good too. What's more, the jacked up looks aren't just for show, as the CX-5 is available with 4-wheel drive should you fancy a bit of mild off-roading. However, the best thing about the CX-5 has to be its brand new 2.2 litre Skyactiv diesel engine, because it's quiet, it's smooth, it's got plenty of punch, and it's extremely economical. For instance, it will do over 60 miles per gallon, which is amazing on a car of this size. What's more, the emissions are so low that it falls into the same tax bracket as Mazda's very own 1.3 litre petrol 2 Super Mini. However, this does bring us on to the CX-5's downsides, and one is that the stop-start system, which enables the car to be so efficient, can sometimes leave you floundering at the lights. Now I'll try and show you the problem. We're coming up to a junction now, so let's just imagine they're traffic lights. So we stop and we put the car in neutral, and there we go. It's cut the engine, wait for the traffic lights to change. Yes, they've changed, so then I'll put it into first, hit the clutch, and there we go, it stalls. Now it does restart the engine again, but you've suddenly come to a stop. The person from behind you might have driven into the back of you and are very cross, and so you don't want that to happen again, which means that you're probably most likely to just turn the whole system off. What's also annoying is that rear visibility is compromised somewhat by the thick back pillars, and the fact that the CX-5 isn't as good for larger families as it could be. Another problem is space here in the back. If there's only 2 of you, you're going to be absolutely fine, because as you can see, one full-size adult male and I've got plenty of space. The problem comes if you want to carry 3 people, or probably even 3 children, because this middle seat is just so narrow, everyone's going to be rubbing shoulders. So if you want to carry 3 people in the back regularly, something like a Citroen C4 Picasso may be better for you, especially as a car like that has extra functionality. For instance, this CX-5 doesn't have useful features like picnic tables on the back of the seats, and really the cubby spaces throughout the car are no better really than on a normal hatchback. Then there's the interior design. Yes, it feels well screwed together as you'd expect from a Mazda, but there are far too many hard plastics compared to in a Volkswagen Tiguan. It all feels a little bit dark and unappealing. But then when you take into account that bar a few minor niggles, the CX-5 pretty much does everything. It's fun, it's practical, it's capable in the case of the 4-wheel drive version, and it's economical. Really, you've got a car that's great value for families.